Welcome back to Marilyn Monday. I'm going to show you how long it takes me to get ready and all the different things I put into it. It does take a really long time, so here's the schedule that I tend to work with for a 7 o'clock event, and let me just illustrate that for you in the coming segment. So first, I want to make sure I have everything that I'm going to need for your event. So if you want this white dress, I have to get it dry cleaned and pleated, and I need to make sure I have the 2 pairs of underwear that she wore underneath, and I wear an extra set just because. A good wig is really important. They aren't cheap, but they're worth the investment if you want a really good character performer at your event, so I tried to live up to that standard. I also have tights, like professional tights. I have replica earrings, just like the ones she wore. I try to keep my accessories vintage so that it's accurate to when she was around. So I have gloves and vintage purses and that kind of thing. I also spend a ton of money on makeup because she used a lot of different kinds to achieve the look that I need to get for your event. And now it's time to take a shower, so let's get started. I went ahead and skipped the shower because you know it's a given. But I will say that I use this because it's complimentary with the Chanel. Marilyn always smelled good.
Darling, as I'm in England, let's say I sleep in nothing but Yardley's lavender.
I'm gonna be talking to people all night, so I wanna have fresh breath. And Marilyn never had bad breath, so I have to do a really good job and keep my teeth super duper white. Marilyn had perfect skin and she had a glow about her, so moisturizing is a huge deal. So I make sure to use high quality lotion for my face. I use an old empty Tic Tac container for my bobby pins as a life hack. And now it's time to do the makeup. I found an old printed interview with Whitey Snyder, who was Marilyn's most trusted makeup artist throughout her lifetime, and even did her makeup after she died, as she requested of him. And so I try to follow that as closely as I can with the closest makeups that I can find that resemble the products that she used to use. Of course, I have to adapt the different things she was trying to achieve with makeup to my own personal bone structure and face. So I had to do a little bit of a learning curve to figure out how to use her tricks to make my face look like her face. In case you missed it while I was talking a minute ago, I use that lotion again on my face. I mix it with my face makeup so that I have a little extra glow. It may not be glamorous, but Marilyn didn't have BO, so neither can I. Gotta stay hydrated, especially if I'm gonna be singing. Oh, last night, before I even started getting ready, I put this stuff, Vaseline, on my hands so that when I meet people, my hands are soft, because hers are always soft. I'm very tactile, and so I use my hands to do my makeup a lot, and that means I have to wash my hands a lot in between each step, and that means I have to wear a lot of hand lotion. It is so sad when you run out of your favorite products. Sometimes you gotta use your second favorite. I know it seems like I've been doing my makeup forever, and that's because I have. I used to try to bring the inside corners of my eyes up with thicker lines because that's what the tutorials told me. Doesn't need to happen on my face because when I do it right, they're already that shape. So, didn't need to do that. It actually made my eyes look really weird. I don't do that anymore. When you have to have this much makeup, a lot of your time is spent digging. I did learn stage makeup through some classes I took and some seminars that I attended, but I really learned how to do my Marilyn makeup just through trial and error. So when I started playing Marilyn in 2012, it was the beginning of my makeup experience in getting to know this role. When I'm planning my getting ready schedule, I have to add a little extra time to account for other distractions that might happen while I'm getting ready. Hey, get down. Ugh. Maybe not during eyelashes, huh? What? Where are you? God, this bath. You may have noticed that I lean really close to the mirror when I do my more precise makeup, and that's because my distance vision isn't as good as my close-up vision, and I have to get really close to make sure I get it just right. I like to listen to Marilyn's interviews when I'm getting ready, not necessarily her recorded lines or her recorded music, but just the way that she talks in her real life and how she really sounded when she just talked to people.
How do you feel this morning? You know, it's an honor.
It's finally time to get dressed! Marilyn famously had to add an extra pair of underwear when she was shooting the subway scene from The 7-Year Itch, and that's because the lights made the underwear that she was wearing a little too transparent. Well, when I do gigs, a lot of times they want me to wear the white dress, and sometimes they want me to bring a fan, so that means this is a concern for me as well. So what I do, since I can be kind of a prude and I want to make sure that I'm totally covered, because a lot of people take pictures and put it on social media or videos, I have to be ready for everything. So I wear more layers than she did just to be safe, but also to be historically accurate. And don't forget, I'm wearing tights too.
Any girl would rather have pretty undies than faded ones.
Even the Disney princess doesn't have 3 pairs of underwear. I keep all my character shoes wrapped in shower caps so that they don't get scuffed and dirty, and so that they don't scuff each other, and so that they don't get dirt from the bottom of the shoes onto any of the other clothes that I'm bringing with me or storing in my character closet. Also, when I'm getting ready, I like to wear these little slippers over my stockings or socks so they don't get dirty. Checking my makeup in different lighting before I leave the house is important. I use eye drops to make sure my eyes don't look red or bloodshot from lack of sleep, or in this case, lack of coffee. Ever since I cut my what's always been really long hair, I've had to figure out all over again how to put a wig on without my hair sticking out. It's a lot harder when it's shorter, so I use hair gel. Oh, and don't worry, before I got to the gig, I did smooth out the contouring I did earlier before I got there. I know it looks kind of like the Iron Man facial hair, but come on, I don't have a team of hair and makeup people like Marilyn did, so I can't really see the bottom of my jaw or the back of my neck. Okay, but I did fix it before I got there, and that's all that matters. I know I already brushed my teeth, but I do it once more right before I do my lipstick because I want my breath to be extra fresh and because it actually gives a little boost to the whiteness of my teeth.
You don't want to get your lipstick on your dress, so you gotta do that first. Or, you gotta do that first. Make sure you don't have any makeup on your hands.
Changing in public is a skill that you develop when you have to get ready in your car a lot.
I understand you passed a Technicolor screen test with honors, Marilyn.
Well, I'm not superstitious, Mr. Keasley, but in this case I think I was lucky.
How do you mean, lucky?
Well, the film they used was left over from the shooting of Betty Grable's new picture for 20th Century Fox, The Shocking Miss Pilgrim.
I see. And did you meet Betty Grable herself?
Oh, yes, and how we laughed about her wardrobe for the picture.
Well, correct office clothes for 1874 were a little enveloping.
Especially the petticoats and pantalettes Betty had to wear in The Shocking Miss Pilgrim. They had yards and yards of ruffles and ribbons. Imagine doing all that washing.
And no Lux Flakes to do it with in those days.
Why, that's right, Mr. Kennedy. It's a good thing Betty didn't have to live her role. If she had to take care of all those undies herself, she wouldn't have had much time for romancing the way she does with Dick Haynes in the picture. I thank my lucky stars I'm a career girl of the Lux era.
Lux helps a lot, doesn't it?
That's right, Mr. Kennedy. It's my standby.
There are certain parts of getting ready that I can't do until I arrive at the event and it's about to begin. A friend told me once, never let your lips arrive before you do, and I make sure to follow that every time I have an event. So I may have started my lips and gotten the groundwork and the foundation done, but I never finish my lips until I arrive and the event is about to start. So even though an event may only be 15 minutes long, to sing happy birthday and take a picture and leave, it does take all day, and this is all the work that goes into that one moment. And there you have it. So hopefully I will see you and I'll be all ready to go at one of your events very soon.